I'm here with Lijesh Shetty, Director of Ecommerce and Digital Development at SRS Distribution. Lijesh, thank you so much for joining us today at the DCKAP Roundup, and welcome to Austin.
Thank you, Karthik. As always, it's a pleasure to be with you and with DCKAP. Thank you.
Thank you, Lijesh. Lijesh, we have been working together, and I really love the way you drive teams, and you're very open about conversations and communication. Let's say if something is not so good, you're very open about it. And let's say if people are stressed out, hey, you tell us it's okay if that person wants to take a break. Let's take care of him, but let's ensure backups. So, I mean, that's amazing how you do it and how you run your teams. Can you talk about that and your thought process behind that?
Yeah, I think the most important aspect, at least in my mind, is you know vendor and client relationship. And for any relationship to be successful, it has to be one mutually beneficial. Meaning, as a client, I'm expecting my deliverables to be done, and on your side, you obviously are looking to grow your business, right? So this will be mutually successful, provided that your resources are able to help us get where we want to go, right? So keeping in mind, I think their concerns, making sure that they are not burning out, making sure that they are mentored and coached, right? The right for us, for them to kind of achieve goal for us, right, is very important, right? And in my mind, when we get into a relationship, obviously there are a lot of moving parts which we keep on have to work, and things change constantly. As a client, I feel it's necessary for us to kind of let a vendor know when there are things which are happening and may cause a trip in the future, right? And the same token, you guys have called me out several times, right? You let me know, Lijesh, this is important for your business, right? You should be focusing here. I think that's the kind of open relationship which is key for success in any venture, any association.
Yeah, thank you, Lijesh. One thing we love about working with you is you just not mentor your team at SRS, but you also mentor the vendors team or the DCKAP team at SRS. That means a lot, and we truly appreciate it. I remember having a conversation with you in the SRS offices where you were talking about the global talent pool and how the talent is kind of getting spread across not just the US, but even outside the US. Can you talk about your hiring strategy, or what do you think about the change which has happened post the pandemic with respect to talent and people?
Yeah, I think and a lot of it goes to credit of credit to UT, and that's where I did my MBA. Right. I think the history of talent is, you know, like it was taught. Right. The outsourcing started with, in a lot of ways, started with hell, um, you know, reducing the cost. Then slowly it got into finding resources who are talented. Now with pandemic, what has really happened is it has shown us that work can be done remotely, right? So there are no real limits, especially in the tech industry, right? Where you know it kind of opened the door for us to look for talent anywhere and everywhere, right? Ultimately, I think good talent depends on your aptitude and attitude, right? If you find a resource of that kind, I'm willing to go after that guy anywhere he or she is.
That's awesome. Well said. It's not about cost anymore, and the cost is kind of getting evened out too. It's a great perspective. Thank you so much for being a DC Cap customer, and can you share about your experience working with us as a team?
Yeah, I think we are just in the start of relationship. This, in my mind, is a much more longer relationship. So, as you know, we have in last 8 or 9 months, we have launched our e-commerce platform, which is B2B platform. And on that platform right now, we have 11 brands, which is 11 e-commerce site is on that platform. That by itself is quite a huge achievement, right? And we are looking at this platform to be a $1 billion business e-commerce platform in next fiscal. That's the target, that's the goal we are going towards. And on the brand, we are looking to onboard other 20 more brands onto this platform. So this is going to be a huge B2B platform in the pool industry and in landscape. If anything, right, today we are the second largest pool provider in the country, right? And with this platform, we intend to become number one, right? We intend to beat our competitors. We intend to do it really well. So that's the you know direction which we are heading towards. So I think, like I said, it's a journey just started, and where we are today, lot of it, in fact, most of it, I would attribute to DCKAP team. Right, you guys have brought in really good talent, and has helped us not only building the platform which I mentioned just now, but also putting out design, laying out a roadmap plan for us, how to get from foundation to that 30 plus brands. So I'm excited about this partnership. Again, I think there is a long way to go in front of us, and hoping that this will be a really really fruitful partnership. And thanks to each and every member on the DCKAP team which worked as part of my project. I understand also that there are other members of the team who are working, to support my team. I would like to take this opportunity to thank each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lijesh. A big thanks to you. Excited to be a part of this journey. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah.
Absolutely.